and welcome to the Mental Suppository. I'm Brett Herholtz.
I'm Jamie Billings.
I'm Andrew Shanley.
I'm Sydney Butter.
And I'm Wayne Nevis.
And we're recording live at Northeast Comic Con in Collectibles.
2021.
Yes.
Lots of cool stuff.
And I think before we begin, we should I want to thank the organizers for allowing us to do this.
Yes.
And big hand to Gary Summers and crew. Who
Our
put
team.
this together.
Our team. Round of applause.
Because I've never put I've never put a convention together. So
Well, not only that, but putting on a convention like months apart like this. We were here just a few months ago, right?
Well, not only that, but putting it, it's like, putting it together a convention during normal times is probably hard enough, but putting it together during abnormal times.
Yep.
So I can't imagine.
Good job.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
Go team.
And before we get into,
Who are some of the other people that have been here?
some of the other people, you mean like?
Did you get to see any of the special guests?
I saw the Harp Twins.
I
How were
saw Billy West and Michael Winslow.
You did?
They were amazing.
Nice. Anyone else?
Has he still got it?
Oh,
we still
got it.
Actually, I got to see the actress who played Simone Peavy's Big Adventure walk by my table, and she was dressed in character. It was the coolest thing. It was the coolest thing in the world. And she had like a talking Peavy Herman doll. It was just great.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a better one.
Yeah, okay.
And the other thing I think we wanted to mention, Jamie and I have been working on.
Yes. A little bit of shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion. We can't believe that the Mental Suppository here has been a podcast for about a year now, maybe a little bit over a year now.
Yeah.
And we've actually been able to collect a whole bunch of sponsors with air quotes. And we're going to be releasing a CD digital download.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And also releasing it as an episode at the end of the
At the
year.
end, so here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to release it at the end of the year, and then after New Year's, it's going to be available for free as digital download.
So
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
We have merchandise coming
Yeah.
because the world doesn't work without merchandise.
We need merch.
Merchandising.
Merchandising.
Yeah, moist.
Where the money in the movie's made.
I had to throw the lob out there.
Yeah.
Excellent. So,
and now that we've gotten through the shameless plugs, I think it's time for a word from our sponsor.
It's an all-new season of Scooby-Doo, and guess who? With all new guests. See episodes. Guests like Woody Allen.
All right, gang, let's split up.
Oh, good. I'll go with Velma. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought you were younger. Never mind. I'll go with Shaggy and Scooby then.
Harvey Weinstein.
So, Daphne, I bet you can't see without your glasses.
I don't wear glasses, you creep.
Well, do you mind putting some on? I'm kind of into that.
Jinkies, I've got mace. No, I got this. Hi-ya!
Cool! She kicked me right in my Golden Globes.
Madonna.
Hi there, boys. Watch me strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Well, the unthinkable happened, Scoop. I just lost my appetite.
I just looked into the abyss, Reggie.
Harland Williams.
So, Freddie, I gotta tell you, you can slap a pancake with maple syrup, my friend. Next thing you know, you're jacked up on cocaine and the IRS is repossessing your children.
Harlan, what the hell are you talking about?
Mitch Hedberg.
Hey, Shaggy, I got a bag of weed and an 8-ball. You want to partake in the back of the van?
I hate to tell you, Mitch, I've never been into that sort of thing.
Oh, I thought you were cool, man.
Dude, I'm a dog food eating hippie who hangs out with a talking Great Dane.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And a very special guest.
Let's see who the disco groundskeeper sea captain Phantom really is.
Holy cow, it's...
That's right, it's me. Not only the best special guest in the history of Scooby-Doo, listen, but the only one worth watching, okay? And normally I don't wear masks, because, I don't like masks. But I don't think they work. Big waste of time, big waste of time.
Aren't you going to say you would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids?
Yes. Okay, But I did get away with it, okay? My amazing disguise, all right, that's smart as you know, okay? I'm the smartest. Best disguise ever. Hands down, I like to see Barack Obama come up with a bad disguise. Bet you he can't.
God, I loathe you. Can I just pull off its comb over and get it over with?
Watch Scooby-Doo and Guess Who?
Would somebody please get Woody Allen away from me?
Hey, it's not my fault you look younger than you are. I'm just really into that.
Jinkies, why did people ever find you popular? At least you don't have to deal with Moby.
Oh, come on, Daphne. How can you be that way after all the time you spent together?
I read your autobiography, Moby. My recollection is a much older man being creepy with me.
Aw. Man, how can it get any worse than this? Da 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 da! Puppy power!
Oh, Rook.
Probably not coming soon.
If you have my way with it. Know what I'm saying, Fred?
Get the hell out of my van before I tase you, Harvey.
I lost it right there in the middle of
You
the
did,
Donald Trump.
you did.
I so lost it at the end of that Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That was good.
Well, I kind of lose it when I see Donald Trump too.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
I had it like in the beginning. It was good. Again.
All right, so what we have planned today is this will be the third live reading we've done. We've actually done a couple before that.
Yep.
We've done the Zoom thing, but we haven't done it.
With like an audience.
Yeah.
Or out in public.
I know, this is a huge audience we have right now.
It's overwhelming.
I mean, these
I
people
told you, we told
Shop
security,
at
Anxiety
keep
is
the
going through the
women
roof right
at
now.
bay,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Please hold your applause.
So yeah, a couple months ago, we did Dick Tracy in the case of the Big Top Murders, which was a lot of fun. And
Lots of fun.
before that, we actually did a Doctor Who Journey into Time, which was also a great amount of fun.
Yeah, we did that with
Devin.
that's right. Devin, who was in our movie, that's right.
And so this time I chose since we're at a Comic-Con.
Yep.
I chose a Superman script from 1941.
Perfect.
And what was kind of neat about this is also the guy who did the voice for Superman on the radio show did the voice of Superman in the Max Fleischer cartoons.
Oh.
And he was actually really the first person to give Superman sort of a voice.
A tone.
Thank you.
A tone.
Good.
Oh, like how Superman should speak from here on out.
Because a lot of voice actors,
Persona.
the way a lot of voice actors started out with, they were radio guys, or men and women who worked in radio, and they sort of made the transition to doing voice acting on in animation, and it just made sense because you could be like 5'2" and you could play a character. You could play a character like Superman just because of the voice.
I'm Superman.
So today we're going to do this Superman script for you all, and what we're going to do is on Friday. I'm hoping on Friday when we have everything recorded, this will also be released as a podcast.
Excellent.
Even though we're in
That's Jinx.
I said it first.
Damn it.
both of you shut up. But for those of you who are watching it out on the interweb, go to SM Graves Associates website on Friday every Friday the new episode of the Mental Suppository podcast drops, so you can hear this one.
That's smgravesassociates.com.
And the Media Project. So let's, if you guys ready, let's get into this.
Let's begin.
Presenting Superman!
Up in the sky,
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
it's Superman!
And now, Superman, amazing figure from another world with powers and abilities never before realized by mortal men. When we last saw Superman in his disguise as young Clark Kent, reporter for the Daily Planet, he and his editor, Perry White, had just received a warning telephone message from a mysterious voice, which identified itself as the Yellow Mask. In exactly 24 hours, said the Yellow Mask, the Daily Planet would be blown to 1,000 fragments. Horror-stricken, Kent and his chief stared at each other in the humbling office, and then pandemonium! Sirens wailed in the streets. Police searched the buildings for bombs. Today, as our story opens, we find ourselves far from the doomed offices of the Daily Planet. Dr. Sven Dahlgren shows an unexpected visitor about his laboratory, explaining its wonders, and also explaining his latest invention. Listen.
Please, don't touch that window frame.
So, is it not clean? Perhaps.
Oh,
Looks
yes,
clean.
yes, quite clean, but it's fired, okay? It carries a powerful electric charge.
Interesting. You are also experimenting electricity, Dr. Gardner?
You've come to see my latest discovery, have you not, Professor Smith?
Indeed.
And so have others. You are not the first. Others would not only like this, others would not only like to see it, but gain possession of it.
No, I cannot believe it.
Oh, it's quite true, I assure you. For weeks past, ever since God got out of what I'm doing, I've been annoyed, even threatened.
Threatened? Abigail, by whom?
I don't know. Strange voices over the telephone, mysterious visitors in the dead of night. Yes, that is why I've had my laboratory fired.
But what do you want?
They want my invention. They realize that whoever owns it controls a particularly unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Is that true?
Certainly, Professor Smith. Unlimited power for destruction, which is why I'm determined to keep the discovery a closely guarded secret. In the world today, my friend, there's enough destruction. Men are at other throats like dogs gone mad. No, I will never be party to it. War and bloodshed. Ah, but come, I waste time. Into this room, Professor. Don't press against the metal work. There it is, on the table, Professor.
This is the machine? It's so small.
It is the filament. Small, light, compact, but deadly. Now then, please stand exactly where you are and watch closely what happens to that glass on the edge of the table. Watch.
It's amazing. The glass is shattered.
Now, watch that small steel ball.
What? It's gone.
Vanished. Blown into atomic dust.
Then it's true.
Certainly it's true. Based on the power of atomic force, everything in the universe has a certain vibration point, Professor Smith. And my machine focuses a beam of vibrating infrared gamma rays wherever I choose to direct it.
And then
Any object in path of the beam begins to vibrate. At a certain point, depending upon the object, atomic force is overcome, and the object simply disappears. Explodes, if you like, into nothing.
Doctor, you say an object.
Any object whatsoever. At distances up to a mile.
Unbelievable. My dear doctor, let me be the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, thank you.
Have you done me a great service, Doctor? You have placed in my hands an instrument of destruction that will last. Give me what I've been seeking. Absolute control of the world and every living thing in it.
What? What do you mean?
You have to be horribly misled, Dr. Bill. I am not Professor Schmidt of Hawthorne University. Mere men who work under me knew him, made quite another name. I'm destined to become supreme ruler of the universe. With this deadly machine, of course.
Get out of my laboratory! Before I...
Oh, you won't do anything, Doctor. Not of the value of your life. This gun will hold you in hand. It's fully loaded. Take it.
You're mad! Utterly mad! How far do you think you'll get with that machine? The police will...
Beyond the reach of the police, I assure you. I have laid my plans with great care, Doctor. First, I shall destroy the building which houses one of your great newspapers, because a reporter on that paper foiled my plans in the West and succeeded in jailing 2 of my men. When that is done, I will go about the task of creating for myself a position I rightfully deserve. Emperor of the world. And now, I must go.
Put that machine down! Put it down! I tell you! Michael! Stop him!
No living thing can stop me now, Doctor. Goodbye, Doctor.
Don't let him get away! Michael!
Doctor, what's happened?
Catch him, Michael! Catch him!
Doctor, what's the matter? You're pale.
He got away with the atomic beam, Michael. Do you know what this means? That's lunatic. He has in his hands the power of life and death. He is a walking symbol of death.
Transition to the Daily Planet. Where is Clark Kent? The minute he gets in, send him in.
Here I am, Mr. White.
Oh, Kent, where have you been?
Down in the cellar, helping the police.
Turn up anything? Any sign of a bomb?
Not a thing, Mr. White. We combed the building from top to bottom. Anything turn up here?
No, not so far. What's the time?
It's 4 o'clock. If that fellow really meant business, we've only be about 2 hours left to go.
Call in your office, Mr. White.
Oh, thanks, Lois. Oh, by the way, Kent, I don't think you know Miss Lane. Lois, this is Clark Kent.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you...
You wait here till I get back, Kent. It won't be a minute.
The boy wonder, huh?
Why, Miss Lane? What do you mean?
They told me you talked yourself into a job, went out west, and came back with the biggest story of the month, all in less than a week.
Well, I guess I was pretty lucky.
I'll say you were lucky. Now you're the white-haired boy, eh?
I don't quite understand.
Got the old man hypnotized. He thinks you're Horace Greeley.
I'm afraid I don't...
Don't act so dumb. All this nonsense about a time bomb in the cellar? What's the big idea?
Miss Lane, I only wish I knew.
You mean to tell me you didn't make it up out of your head?
I certainly did not.
I don't believe it. Well, now what's the matter?
Listen, don't you hear something?
Well, I hear the presses in the basement.
No, outside. Pardon me a minute. Come to the window. Now, don't you hear anything?
What do you think you hear?
A plane. There's a plane out there flying low.
Well, be dead. Now look, Mr. Kent, this is a big town. You'll find quite a few planes flying around here all day and night. If it bothers you, you better go back to the farm.
No, really, I meant it.
Yes, I really meant it too. Tell the old man about your big discovery. Here he comes now.
From here, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Well, anything new?
Well, anything new?
Turn up on the page. Oh, okay, I found it. Well, anything new?
Yes, your star reporter heard a plane.
It was flying pretty low, Mr. White.
Well, what of it? Oh, I got a job for you, Lois.
Yeah, a good job?
Now, go and interview a scientist. Human interest stuff.
Who is he and where?
Dr. Sven Dahlgren got his own laboratory out on Haven Avenue. Look the number up in the book.
Who is he, Mr. White?
What's on his mind?
Leading American investigator in the field of atomic energy.
Must we, Chief?
Yeah, come on, get going, Lois, get going. The paper's always been tied in with science. We've been after Dahlgren for a long time, and now he's come to us.
Why?
Well, he says somebody stole a new machine he invented. I couldn't make much sense of it, but he seemed pretty worried. Wanted me to rush the story into print.
Well, what's the matter with the police?
I suggested that, but he said he needed more than the police. Sounds cracked, but it may make a yarn. On your way, girlie.
All right, if you say so, Mr. White. I'll get right there. So long, Mr. Star Reporter.
You, come with me, Ken, into my office. Oh, I can't stand much more of this.
I know, Mr. White. It's nerve-wracking, this yellow mask business.
Worse than that, I don't know whether to believe it or not.
If we could only get a lead.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't give it a second thought. Just another crime. But I don't know, Ken. I swear I don't know. Well, what time is it?
5 after 4. Don't keep thinking about the time, Mr. White.
Great Caesar's ghost! What else can I think of? 2 more hours, we make it blown to glory. What do you think?
About the yellow mask?
Can he do what he says?
Well, let's hope he can't, Mr. White.
Yeah, but you're afraid he can't. Devil of this. So am I. But I've been for that business out west.
Well, maybe you ought to empty the building.
No. You want us to be the laughing stock of the city? No. Suppose nothing happens.
On the other hand, suppose something does.
Well, you can't intimidate me. If the yellow mask means business, you'll find us right here at 6 o'clock. City Room White.
Mr. White, this is Dr. Dahlgren speaking.
Yes, Dr. Dahlgren. One of our best people is on their way to your laboratory right now.
No, that's not where I go. I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
The man who saw the atomic beam machine mentioned a newspaper. He said that he said
Yeah. What did he say?
he said something about destroying a newspaper.
What's that again? Listen, Doc. Hello. Hello, Dahlgren. Hello.
Yes, Mr. White?
I was cut off. Get me Dr. Dahlgren in his laboratory, quick.
Sorry, Mr. White. I'll call you.
Oh, we were cut off.
No, he was cut off. I'm sure of it.
You heard all that?
Mr. White, that scientist, what was he working on?
I don't know. Some kind of gadget to release atomic force.
A gadget?
I imagine so. Why?
Don't you see, Mr. White? There's our lead. The man who broke in and robbed him was the Yellow Mask.
Kent, I think you're right. Dahlgren said the burglar mentioned destroying a newspaper.
Then I must be right. Now, look here. We searched the building, we haven't found a thing. No packages, no wires. If the Daily Planet is going to be blown up, it's got to be done from outside. Maybe up above. That airplane.
Airplane?
It was flying too low for a transport, Mr. White. That plane was spying out the lay of the land. And at 6 o'clock, with Dr. Dahlgren's machine, they'll come back again and...
Hello, Dahlgren?
I'm sorry, Mr. White. Dr. Dahlgren's telephone is out of order.
Kent, do you hear that? Dahlgren's line is dead.
That settles it, Chief. I'll be seeing you later.
Kent, where are you going?
After Miss Lane, something's wrong at Dahlgren's. If it's the mask, well, there's not much time to stop him. So long.
Hey, kid, what you have?
Yeah, got another front door scoop, kid?
Oh, thank heaven. The locker room's empty. Quickly now. Out of these clothes. It's Superman's turn now. Oh, someone's coming to the window. Out! And up, and away! Not much time left. Got to find Miss Lane, find out what happened at Dahlgren's, and stop the Yellow Mask. Higher we go! Higher! And faster! Faster!
Deadly peril hangs over the offices of the Daily Planet. Already the Yellow Mask is in possession of a mighty and terrible weapon. Time is growing short, but Superman is on the way, powerful from streaking through the night sky. Red cape whistling in the wind. Can he arrive in time? And what new, unforeseen danger is already creeping in the laboratory of Dr. Dahlgren with Miss Lois Lane about to enter the all-unknowing? Tune in next time and follow the story. Remember, be with us again for the exciting next installment, transcribed installment of Superman.
Look, up in the sky, look,
It's a bird!
it's a plane.
It's Superman!
Superman is not really a feature.
We're in trouble.
I love that at the
Oh,
end.
that was pretty good. I like that.
Oh, that was it. I always loved old time radio, and it's something I wish people did more over here.
Oh my God, that's like only reason I would ever consider getting XM radio is because of the old time channel.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
everything else is I don't care for.
Hey, it's Mandalorian. It's the Sir Mandalorian.
I mean,
What?
you know, they still
Yeah,
have.
He's got a sword.
he's got a sword.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna go jousting.
A jousting Mandalorian.
He's jousting.
They
He's a jousting.
still do radio over in
Yes,
England.
it-
Radio
yes, they do.
Yeah.
Is
Yes,
that
they
still
do.
something I
made of
wish they did
Beskar?
over here?
Is that sword made of Beskar? That is a very good question.
Is it the best car?
Best car.
Maybe
You get
his,
the best car in the
maybe
galaxy.
his vest is also the best bar.
Best.
Oh gosh, don't you know?
car.
I feel like my kids.
Best car. Best car.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
but
goodness.
you're absolutely right. There is a different feel of radio because it's not. I think also one of the main problems is that everyone has this sense of instant gratification.
Yeah.
And because of that sense of instant gratification, they need more special effects. They need more
Yeah.
visual interaction with the movie. That's why scripts are kind of weak. That's why plots don't really make sense.
And they
Radio-
need it now, goddammit!
of all things now, yes,
Yeah.
but you then come to radio and there is nothing for that. There is one guy, maybe nowadays there's probably a guy in front of a computer, But back in the day, there was one guy, maybe two, in front of a desk with a bunch of toys in front of them, that they would use to make all the noises. Everything else was conveyed.
This looks like a job for Foley man, or Foley guy.
Foley guy, yeah.
Foley guy.
But everything else was related specifically to the actual.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And I mean, yes, some people do, some people don't like Woody Allen, but Woody Allen did make a really good movie called Radio Days.
That's right.
And Radio Days shows a really great depiction of certain people who were perfectly fine transitioning to TV and later movies, or movies and later TV, but other actors such as Wallace Shawn, who played the main character, like, you can't put him in the movies. Look at him. He's 4'8". He's 100, 200 pounds. He's a freaking little cute little ball. Who's gonna believe he's a superhero?
Another movie that people forgot about for certain reasons that had actually characters in a radio production was Haunted Honeymoon with Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner.
Yes.
Which is
And Dom DeLuise. Dom DeLuise.
It's an underappreciated movie. I enjoyed it. You know, personally, I think it's one of those things. At the time it came out, people were probably hoping it would be something different, and
it was that, and they were disappointed. But at the same time, dude, you need to stop, watch it, and realize, holy crap, this is a really funny movie.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I mean, a lot of they do all Doctor Who audios over in England. And actually,
they still do.
Yep, and they're great. And it's like one of those things. It's theater for the mind.
Yes.
And you know, in the days before television, actually, television's been around, you know, since the turn of the century. It wasn't as widespread.
It wasn't commercial.
But you know,
2000.
No, the other century.
Yeah. Thank you, Wayne.
There's been others.
Yes, long before us. But I mean, honestly, you know, televisions weren't widespread. You couldn't always go to the pictures, so people would either read a book or listen to the radio. And
yes.
I mean, you had all these programs like Shadow and
the Phantom. Tarzan.
Yeah.
Mission X.
Well, yeah, that brings another
The
thing.
Thin Man, not Thin Man.
The Thin Man actually was a radio show.
Another thing that I think they used to do back in the day with radio shows is that people would, like, same thing around in the 80s. I was growing up, is that you would actually gather. You would actually gather around the device. Like, there'd be pictures of kids gathered around.
Oh,
the radio.
yeah.
And then us growing up, it was pictures of us gathered around
Actually,
the TV.
Television. Yep.
What are they?
Actually, I have a story about
What's
that.
now?
It's like the Amazing Stories opening. Remember TV
Yes.
shows called Amazing Stories?
Yep.
It
Steven
always
Spielberg.
opened with like the cavemen
Mm-hmm.
and the old man telling the story,
Yeah.
and then the end
It
of the
progressed to what we have today.
yeah.
And the flying.
I do
boat.
have a radio story. My great grandmother used to like to listen to her soap operas on the radio.
Mhm.
And this is long before I was born. But apparently, my dad and his sister used to make fun of him because they'd go around, because the characters would be like, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." So they'd run around the backyard going, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you," and it would just, it didn't take much because my great grandmother wasn't a very nice person, but it would just drive her insane. She would just get so pissed off about it.
Everything drove her insane.
Oh
And now
gosh,
this
yeah.
is-
Nobody messes
And now we're going to spend the next hour talking about
My
Brett's
stories.
family. Brett's family horror stories.
So we have the great Thanksgiving dinner stories.
Not really.
I don't know, my Thanksgiving was actually great. What about you guys?
This year was pretty good. We spent it at my in-laws.
Yeah.
And yeah, we murdered a turkey too. My wife murdered the turkey, really. I just kind of laughed at it while it was being killed. And it tasted.
You're going down.
Turkeys
gotta
are
be honest.
assholes.
It tasted pretty good.
Someone else ordered a turkey for Brett's dinner.
It tasted
That's
quite
right.
delicious with some
Lots of other
stuffing
turkey.
and a nice Chianti.
Yes.
And fava beans.
Hey, at least it's better than Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the cow comes out to you at the dinner table and says,
Yeah.
"So,
Or-
what parts of me would you like to eat tonight?"
Have you guys seen this movie called Always Be My Maybe?
No.
Oh, it's Keanu Reeves. It's really funny. It's actually this really funny scene where they're at this posh restaurant, and one of the main meals is, as you're eating this meat, you have these headphones on so you can hear the meat being slaughtered as you're eating.
Oh!
So you just see them all wearing headphones, and Keanu Reeves is completely calm and stuff, and then just takes one bite up to his and just goes. But continues to eat.
My kid said he cries when you
Funny Wayne mentions the Hitchhiker's Guide with the cow being taken out to the table. In the original television version of it, was actually actor Peter Davison who played the animal.
The dish
That's
of the day.
hysterical.
He was the
That
The
is
dish of the day.
the dish of the day.
hello on the dish
On the dish of the day. Oh, the old BBC one, right?
Yes.
I remember that.
Wasn't he a pig though?
It was something. It was like a space cow pig.
Yeah, they had to play with whatever.
Next week on
They
Space
had to play
Cowboy.
whatever
Whatever the props department.
Doctor Who leftovers they had. That was how they were able to film
It was
that.
like whatever Doctor Who leftovers from Z-Car or whatever. It's like, no, that was how Doctor Who was. It's like, oh, we have spaceships from another thing. Yoink.
Or
We'll just
are,
repaint it.
are they done with the cooking show next door? Because we could use the strainer as somebody's face.
We could just use the set.
Hey,
Who used the cooking show?
Hey, we need to get somebody to be dressed up as a robot man. Okay, get your mother's pots and pans. Let him get it. We'll call him a cyber.
I got a
robot.
cheese
Stop-
shredder, put that on my
Stop
arm.
scaring him. You know how all his adversaries were made of tin foil.
Let's go ahead
I'm
and-
trying to wow the crowd with yo-yo tricks.
All right.
The
Well,
Bear Yo-Yo Ninja.
don't forget that we are going to have a special New Year's Eve show,
Yes.
which is going to be and now a word from our sponsors. Our
Easy.
first merchandise product
Which
ever.
most people might notice. Most podcasts have sponsors on there. Most famous podcasts have sponsors on theirs. We're not a famous sponsor. We're not a famous podcast. So
And no
being a-
famous sponsors.
And being a fan of the old, Prairie Home Companion, they used to have the fake sponsors like Powder Milk Biscuits or
Yes,
the
yes.
Expert Advisory Board. So I wanted to do something like that during the show, just do something fun and sort of make. And of course, when Sydney and I are watching any of the YouTube shows, and they have like the sponsors that come in between, at the beginning, or we're just like,
Hey, don't forget everybody,
And then Brett says,
click the
"Skip
like
that."
button, give us a thumbs up,
Oh, it's-
always put a
It's not
comment.
just that. It's like what's like
Like, comment, and subscribe.
this episode is brought to you by Cooking
Smash
Bro.
that like button.
Sort of one of those things. So,
Well, so we would like to thank everyone
Yes.
for
thank you
coming out
all,
here.
All of you.
You can all put your clothes back on.
yes.
Okay?
And thank
Including
you.
you, Brett.
Oh,
Yes, please, Brett, please.
I think you said-
Can I take these blinders off? I've had them for the entire show. I don't think I read my script correctly.
Oh, I thought you said you liked it. And thank everybody who tuned in online.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate
We all love you.
And so on behalf of Jamie, Wayne, Andrew, and Sydney, thank you for listening to the Mental Suppository. And until next week, this is Brett Hurholz saying, and that's usually how it is.
Go fuck yourself.
God bless America.
I knew I'd disturb you.